Good morning, ladies. It's Victoria. It is Friday, and hopefully, it's time for what will be my last appointment for monitoring for stimming. And I am so excited. And I'm sorry, I'm having like this throat thing this morning. I don't know what's going on, but I'm so excited. Today I woke up and I'm in a lot of pain today. I'm not complaining, but I'm incredibly uncomfortable at this point. I'm not sleeping well. I can't find any position. Even sitting just straight up in my seat in the car is really difficult. Sorry for my hand there. Is really difficult at this point. It's just, I'm uncomfortable all the way around. So I think that's a good sign that we're ready for retrieval. So hopefully they'll take a look today and say, yep, and we'll trigger tonight and my retrieval will be on Sunday. So I just kind of wanted to recap with you guys quickly everything that's been going on. I'm a little bit early for my appointment, so I have a little bit of time. I'm in the parking garage, in case you can't tell. Let's see, we started my stims a week ago, so Tuesday, we started my stims, not this Tuesday obviously, but the previous Tuesday, and I did all of my stims. I started the Ganirelix, so I'm on Brevel, Menopur, and Ganirelix, plus my antibiotic and my vitamin supplements. So I haven't been on anything else, because we're doing a frozen embryo transfer, because we're doing PGD. There's no reason to do the estrogen or progesterone supplements at this point. Some of you have asked why we haven't done that yet, and that's why, because what will be happening is once they retrieve the eggs and create the embryos, obviously we'll go through the same 5-day period that most people would if they were doing a 5-day fresh transfer, where they'll monitor the embryos and grade them and call us and everything. And then after 5 days, they will take any that are A or B quality and they'll biopsy them and then freeze those embryos and send the biopsies to Miami for the PGD testing. And from that point, we'll wait to hear back from PGD, which is about a week, as I understand it. So let's see, if our retrieval is Sunday, so then we'll have Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. So next Friday will be day 5. So they'll get biopsied. So the following Friday, we will know what's going on. But in the meantime, they'll let this cycle continue to run its course. We'll wait for my next cycle to start. And some of you have been asking what my protocol for my transfer month will be like. I looked at all my medications because, to be honest with you guys, I was so sorry. I'm going to turn my car off. That sounds annoying. I've been so focused on this first half, getting through stimming and knowing everything that I could possibly need to know about stimming, that I'm not quite as familiar with what my protocol is going to look like for transfer month. So, I was looking at things last night, and the only medications left on my protocol is the estrogen supplement and the 2 progesterone, the progesterone in oil and progesterone, I'm assuming it's suppositories, based on the way that it's written, and the methylprednisolone, which they will give me after transfer. And some of you asked why a steroid. I know that's not something that every place does, but a lot do. And it's to help with any possible rejection concerns between the embryo and the uterine lining. So it prevents there from being any sort of allergic reaction to everything. Since obviously this isn't the most natural of processes, there's always that possibility. So those are the only medications left. So I don't believe that I'm going to be on anything like Lupron or anything like that, but I'm going to ask all those questions this morning. Just because, we're getting to that point, so I definitely need to know, because if we were going that route, the Lupron would be starting shortly. Typically starts about day 21-ish, of your cycle to get you going. So I'm going to find out all about that this morning, and I will definitely let you ladies know. So I'm going to grab my stuff and get inside for my appointment, and I'll see you when I get in there. Bye.
Beautiful lining. 14.6. Yay. On your right ovary. 16. 11. 19. Oh my gosh. Huge difference. 14. 12. 'Alright, I measured all your large ones. Okay. There's like a 5 and but I'm not gonna measure those smaller ones, okay?
Okay. No, it's okay. That side's just really full.
Yeah, you got a lot on this side. And again, I'm gonna measure all the large ones on this side.
Okay.
$17. 14. 17.
Sorry about that.
That's okay. 15. 15. 19. 22.
Oh.
15. 'Alright, I got all your big guys. Okay, gonna take this out. Alright, so there's a
Going into the hospital. Say yay.
Yay.
You look goofy. Hi, ladies. Don't I look cute? Have my lovely little gown on. And I wanted to show you guys my toes. Pink and blue toes. So I'm going back. I'm not sure what can be filmed and what can't, so I'll talk to you soon. Bye. Hi. My Ivy. I'm in my awesome bed. 19. 19. Hey ladies, I'm finally back to finish this video. I'm sorry it has taken me so long to get this video up for you guys. I was gonna upload Friday, and then I thought, oh, I'll wait and film the trigger shot, and then my mom didn't want to be filmed doing the trigger shot, so then I decided to add footage from Sunday and figured I'd upload after my retrieval. Well, you guys will find out why that didn't happen in a little bit. And now here we are, it is Tuesday. So, and I apologize, I have a huge sore on the side of my tongue, and it makes it a little hard to talk sometimes, so I apologize. So, when you guys last saw me, just a few seconds ago, I was incoherently mumbling 19. I had literally just gotten back into my room. They woke me up from anesthesia in the hallway as they were pushing me back to my, and I say room, but it's just curtained off space. They literally had just woken me up. So I'd been awake for a minute and a half at that point. So I apologize that I was like all over the place and it was a 5-second clip, but as you may have gathered, they got 19 eggs, which is huge. That is a huge number, and I was overwhelmed and I was so excited. So that was kind of the hospital piece, and I kind of want to take this day by day so I can explain what happened, and then I'll catch you up to where everything is now. So I felt really good, actually. I felt better than I deserved. They gave me some extra pain medication because I was kind of ouchy. And then they also gave me some Tylenol before I left because my nurse said, you know, I really want to make sure that you're medicated well so that you can get home and rest. But we had a terrible ice storm. There were a ton of huge accidents that morning. And if you guys have been watching my videos, you know that that's kind of a theme. We've had a lot of ice storms pretty much any time I've had an appointment. So I think it's just a theme for this baby, and it's a sign that we're gonna have some frosties, hopefully. But anyway, so because of the ice storm, the roads were still pretty bad. At this point, it was about 10:30-ish in the morning by the time I was being discharged. So we decided to go get something to eat and kind of wait out the storm a little bit. So we went to a restaurant. I was famished. I felt really good. So I ate really well, probably more than I should have. Got home, I was still doing well. I was up, I was talking to everyone. I didn't want to really take a nap. I did end up taking about a 2-hour nap, but that was really it, and only because my mom insisted. I probably could have gone without it. And, you know, I was a little sore, but it wasn't too bad. And they told me for the first evening to only take Tylenol. So I waited, which was silly, until I started feeling pain to take Tylenol the first time. And I'm actually going to do another video, like the 5 things that I wish I would have known, or that I wish I could go back and tell myself if I could go back to Sunday morning and tell myself. So you guys will find out more a little bit about that in my next video, because I don't want to sound like I'm complaining. So I'm going to compile a different video on that. But I started getting ouchy and I had a lot of pressure, and I noticed that my belly was really starting to swell again. But again, you expect that. You were just under anesthesia. They were digging around in your ovaries. To be expected. I was not concerned. So fast forward a little bit more. Sunday night, I went to bed, and that's when it all started. I was feeling so good that I was going to try to go to work on Monday. So about midnight, it started. I woke up. It just woke me up out of a sound sleep. This insane pain and this need to use the bathroom. And when I stood up, it felt like my organs had been under my ribs and then dropped to my pelvis. And it hurt so bad. And then not the act of actually going to the bathroom, but the whole process of trying to sit down and start to go hurt so bad. And then it continued to happen. I was waking up like every hour and 15 or every hour and 20 minutes, and the same thing was happening. So finally, about 3:30, I decided to come downstairs to try to take some different pain medication. So my mom, as you guys know, has been here since Friday, and she insists, even though we have a bed for her, she insists on sleeping on an air mattress in our living room. I'm really not a bad daughter, I swear. She has the ability to sleep in a bed, she just won't. So of course she woke up and wanted me to lay down here on the air mattress so she could keep an eye on me, and the pain just kept progressing. I was so uncomfortable. I got the heating pad out, I took some Advil, but I just couldn't get comfortable, and every hour and 15, hour and 20 minutes, I had to go to the bathroom, and it hurt, and it just kept getting worse. So I was getting a little nervous. So then Monday morning comes, and at 7:30, I get a phone call from the embryology team. And Kelly is her name. She called me and said that of the 19, 8 had fertilized normally. And I was already in a lot of pain, and then I was pretty upset to hear that it was only 8. And, well, 8 sounds like a huge number, and it is. When you're doing PGD at my clinic, they like to have 6 that are A or B quality that they end up sending for PGD at the end of 5 days. So now I only have 8 that I need at least 6 of those to be A or B quality and survive to day 5 to be biopsied. And statistically, if statistics hold true, that's not as likely. So, I was kind of upset, and she mentioned that, we may have to stim another month and do this again, which of course in my state of pain, I was like, oh my God, I just can't imagine doing this again. Whatever. But, of course, then I took a little time and thought about it, and I was like, we're not there yet. You can't get ahead of yourself. Maybe we'll end up with 6. Maybe all 8 will survive and be perfect blasts on day 5, and we'll be good. So I'm just putting it in God's hands. So that's where we are. Because we're doing Eva, I don't get a call every day. I'll get another call tomorrow to tell me how things are going. So today's been kind of long, the waiting process. So anyway, the embryologist called, and then about 15 minutes later, my nursing team called to see how I was doing. And I told them about the pain and the extreme bloating. At this point, I was even more bloated than I had been at the very end of stimming before retrieval. So I talked to them about all of my symptoms, how I was doing, what was happening, and she told me to up my pain meds, start combining Advil and Tylenol, and if I wasn't, better by the afternoon, to give them a call. And she also suggested some dietary things, which again, I'm going to talk about in my 5 things I'd go back and tell myself video, because it's pretty important and I really want you guys to know about it. So I made those changes. I started combining the pain meds, and by afternoon, I felt better. I wasn't great, but it wasn't killing me every time I moved. But then, of course, as night came, things started to get worse, and it was difficult. So the good news is I went to bed last night, though, and was able to sleep most of the night and not have to get up. I woke up this morning. My pain is negligible at this point. It's just more discomfort than anything, which is amazing. I'm still a little bloated, but it's not that bad anymore. And I'm feeling better pain-wise, but now I have a sinus infection, which you guys might be able to hear, and I feel really flu-y today in the fact that I hurt all over. I hurt so bad, and that's totally normal though, because today is day 3, 4-ish, depending on the time you go by, since my trigger, and it's an HCG trigger, and this is about the time those symptoms really kick in. So pregnancy symptoms, that's kind of what's happening. Feel a little nauseous. Sorry about that. I'm achy, I'm exhausted, but that's okay. I'll take it. It's so much better than the pain. So that's where we are right now. I have 8 beautiful embryos, and I am so, so thankful and so excited. So I will do another video tomorrow when I hear from them, and I'm also going to then post another video, like I said, the 5 things I'd go back and tell myself. So that's it. Thank you guys for being so patient, and please make sure to follow me on especially my Instagram. I really work hard to keep that updated very quickly. I tend to do that in real time, so you guys will know even faster than on here what's going on. So that's linked down below for you guys. But if you have any questions or any comments, please leave them down below. Let me know how you guys are doing. I know a bunch of you ladies also had your retrievals. I'm following your stories, and I'm so excited for all of you, and I will see you tomorrow.